genocide.
Where's your poppy?
Poppy? I have one in my Canada jacket.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in North Toronto. And folks, my cameraman Efren and I, we've returned to the corner of Bathurst Street and Shepherd Avenue West. Now, it's to cover the ongoing dueling demonstrations, the pro-Hamas people and the pro-Israel people. But there is a disturbing sidebar to report, given that we're now in the month of November. We are a week away from Remembrance Day, and of course, those people that wear this little red poppy, that is to show support for the war veterans, to show support for those who made the ultimate sacrifice in so many wars, the kind of sacrifice that has enshrined our rights and freedoms so that we can demonstrate on the street. And yet, get a load of this, in the department of how low can you go, the River to the Sea crowd is appropriating the poppy. They have been advertising images online of a reimagining, if you will, of the poppy in the colors of the Palestinian flag. It is absolutely unbelievable. And you know, it's funny, isn't it? Was it really just 5 years ago that beloved hockey commentator Don Cherry, well, he called out the lack of respect for the poppy. Do you remember that on what was the last Coach's Corner? Check it out.
Talking to a veteran, I said, I'm not going to run the poppy thing anymore because what's the sense? I live in Mississauga. Nobody wears, very few people wear a poppy. Downtown Toronto, forget it, downtown Toronto, nobody wears a poppy. And I'm not going to, he says, wait a minute. How about running it for the people that buy them? Now, you go to the small cities, and you know those, the rows on rows, you people love, they come here, whatever it is, you love our way of life, you love our milk and honey, at least you could pay a couple of bucks for poppies or something like that. These guys pay for your way of life that you enjoy in Canada. These guys paid the biggest price. Anyhow, I'm going to run it again for you great people and good Canadians that bought a poppy. I'm still going to run it anyhow.
Love you for it.
Of course, Don Cherry was terminated for that rant. Why? Well, he was speaking the truth. But that is the very essence of political correctness, is it not? If the truth hurts, thou shalt not speak it. And now we've gone from people not wearing the poppy to the River to the Sea crowd wanting you to wear a poppy in the image of the Palestinian flag.
This report is brought to you by...
Your grandpa was a great man. He fought for the freedoms and rights you hold in your hand. Never take them for granted. Keep your freedom passport close. Remember, son, Grandpa did this for you. Know your rights. Know your freedoms. Get your freedom passport today.
I notice you're wearing a poppy. I see poppies galore on this side. I don't see anyone wearing a poppy there. And in fact, they want the poppy this year to be reimagined in the flag of Palestine. What do you make of that?
Well, I'll tell you what I saw with my own eyes. I mean, when I pick up one of these poppies, I drop a loonie or a toonie in a box somewhere. I did see a gentleman down at the other end passing out, coming around with poppies, offering them to everybody on that side. Yeah. Many people turned it down.
Wow.
And these just, I don't know where those came from. I don't know if he paid the Legion hundreds of dollars for that box of poppies, but they're taking them for free. Right, in other words, so now most of them are rejecting the poppy, as you say, but anybody on that side that's taking a poppy out of that box, they didn't drop a penny, a nickel, a quarter, nothing in there, right? And they're doing it for the optics, obviously.
That's amazing. So free is overpriced to them, that symbol of those who paid the ultimate sacrifice so that we have our rights and freedoms.
There's just so much disgracefulness going on. It's hard to summarize everything in words.
Where's your poppy?
Poppy? I have one on my Canada jacket. I have a Canada jacket.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. What do you think about this new Palestinian poppy they're supporting?
You've seen my poppy on the parental rights. I used to have it on. Look at your videos.
I said I'll take your right for it. What do you think about this? What do you think about this reimagined poppy with the Palestinian flag on it?
I appreciate that I'm born in this country.
Well, I've got news for them. As I said earlier, this poppy is for the war veterans. This poppy is for those who made the ultimate sacrifice. Heroes, patriots, not terrorists and their supporters. And you gotta wonder what veterans must think right now. We see two-tier policing in the streets of our great Dominion. We see politicians ranging from Toronto Mayor Olivia Chow to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau not only turning a blind eye and a deaf ear to this, but actually supporting the pro-Hamas side. It makes you wonder, for those glorious veterans who gave their life in battle, I wonder if they could see what's happening right now, would that make them literally roll in their graves? For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Well, folks, it's been more than a year since that grotesque massacre in Israel, and yet cries for genocide in our great Dominion still ring out. It is despicable, and if you feel like we do, why don't you sign our petition? That is CanadaStandsWithIsrael.com. CanadaStandsWithIsrael.com. We won't tolerate this vile, disgusting hate speech. And by the way, if you're not a citizen, how's this for a suggestion? Pack your bags and leave.